Hi everyone, I am Sir Alain again. Welcome to my online lecture in Basic Calculus. So actually, this is our last online lecture for this semester. So I hope marami kayong natutunan sa ating mga pinag-aralan sa week 1 hanggang week dito sa week 13. No? So ito yung mga basic concept ng calculus ay magagamit nyo in the future kapag ka nag-physics na kayo kasi basic concept ng calculus ang kailangan kapag ka kayo ay nag-take na ng course na general physics. Okay? So I hope lahat ng yon ay napag-aralan natin, natutunan natin. And if you have questions pa dun sa mga previous weeks natin, ay huwag kayong mahihiyang magtanong sa akin. Okay? So, open naman po ako. Open yung messenger account ko, open po yung Facebook account ko. Message me anywhere. Okay? Kung meron man kayong mga katanungan na hindi nyo naintindihan sa ating klase sa basic calculus. But this time, pag-aaralan natin ang last lesson which is called the fundamental theorem of calculus. So ito na po yung fundamental theorem of calculus. Saan nga ba nagagamit yung calculus? Di ba noong una we define a calculus that the study on how things change. So ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ng changes from initial position up to the final position. So ganun yung mga definition natin dati. So now, i-apply na natin yung theorem ng calculus. So paano nga ba siya? Applying the integral or the definite integral, okay, we are going to find the antiderivative of a given function and then find its area or area of the plane regions. So actually, dito sa fundamental theorem of calculus ay mga ang hahanapin natin is the area of the plane regions. Pero hindi na natin siya i-illustrate, no? We will just compute for the area of the plane regions given the function and then finding its antiderivative and evaluating. Okay, evaluating tayo. So paano nga ba nangyayari yung fundamental theorem of calculus? The fundamental theorem of calculus or FTC shows that differentiation and integrations are inverse process. Okay? So yung differentiation at integration, inverse process siya. Bakit? Kasi ang differentiation is the derivative at ang integration is the antiderivative. If f is a continuous function, so continuous function, meron siyang, um, kumbaga meron siyang bracket, which is in between a to b. And f, ito yung f na malaki, is the antiderivative of f. Then we have the integral of f of x dx from a to b is equal to f of b minus f of a. So, paano kaya gagawin yung ganyan? Okay? So, meron na po tayong number sa taas at sa baba ng integral symbol. Okay? So, again, ang basa po dito ay the integral of f of x dx from a up to b. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kinukuha natin yung area ng isang region from a up to b. So, to evaluate a definite integral of a function from function f from a to b, we just need to find the antiderivative of f and compute the difference between the values of antiderivative at b and a. Okay? So, again, kukunin muna daw natin yung antiderivative. Pag nakuha na natin yung antiderivative, saka natin isa-substitute ang ating b at saka ang ating a. So let's say for example, I have the integral of 5x squared dx from 1 up to 2. So ang first na ginagawa natin is find the antiderivative daw. Again, ang first step is find the antiderivative. Okay? So in finding the antiderivative, so kukunin ko muna ang antiderivative ng 5x squared dx. Di ba gamit yung power rule, I can find its antiderivative which is equal to 5x raised to 2 plus 1 is 3 over 3 and then plus c. So ito na po ang ating antiderivative. So ito yung first step natin, get the antiderivative. So now, ang gagawin natin ay magkakaroon na po tayo ng difference ng f of a ulit, f of b minus f of a. So, saan manggagaling yung function natin ng f na malaki? So, kung ano po, since ito ay f na maliit, itong given natin is f of x, ang magiging sagot natin would be capital F of x. So this will indicate na ito po ay isang antiderivative. Okay. So now, kung ang f of x po natin, f na malaki, yun nga, big letter f natin ay 5x cubed over 3 plus c. So we will have f of x is equal to 5x cubed over 3 plus c. So ang gagawin lang po natin ay isa-substitute natin yung ating b at saka yung ating a. So una muna, hanapin ko muna yung f of b. Okay? So f of b is equal to 5 and then b cubed over 3 plus c. Ano ba yung b natin? So dito sa given natin, ang a po natin ay nasa baba at ang b natin ay kung ano yung nasa taas. So ibig sabihin, ang b natin ay 2. So I will going to find the f of 2. That is equal to 5 multiplied by 2 cubed over 3 plus c. Okay? So I will have, so that is 5 times 2 cubed over 3. So I will have f of 2 is equal to 2 cubed is 8 and then times 5 is 40. So I have 40 over 3 plus c. So ito na po ang ating f of 2. Sunod naman, hahanapin natin yung f of a. Okay? F of a po natin is papalitan natin ng a yung x. So I have 5 times a cubed over 3 plus c. So I will have f of, ano ba yung a natin? 1. That is f of 1 is equal to 5 times 1 cubed over 3 plus c. So since 1 cubed is 1 and 1 times 5 is 5, so I will have f of 1 is equal to 5 over 3 plus c. Ang gagawin ko lang po ay pagmaminusin ko lang yung f of b at saka f of a. So since ang f of b natin ay 40 over 3 plus c at ang f of a natin ay 5 over 3 plus c, so that will give us 40 rather. So we will have, okay, erase natin siya. So we'll have 40 over 3 plus c minus, we will have 5 over 3 plus c. Di ba yung c minus c ay 0? So pwede na natin siyang i-cancel. And then, since meron tayong similar fraction, bakit natin natawag na similar fraction? Kasi magkaparehas ng denominator. So pag magkaparehas ng denominator, kokopyahin lang natin ang denominator. So ibig sabihin, this is equal to, so dito na lang natin ilagay. So yung 40 minus 5, this will give us 35 over 3. So ito na po ang ating area. So therefore, the definite integral of 5x squared dx from 1 up to is equal to 35 over 3. Next tayo. Let's have the integral of 8x cubed dx from negative 2 up to 3. So first step that we need to do is to find the antiderivative of 8x cubed dx. Okay? 8x cubed dx. Using the power rule, I can get its antiderivative, which is equal to 8x raised to 4 over 4 plus c. So actually, yung pong ginawa natin sa exponent ay nagdagdagan ng isa, so we have 4. So kung ano nangyayari sa exponent, yun din mangyayari sa ating denominator. So ganun yung power rule, di ba? So kailangan alam natin yung power rule. So now, meron tayong pwedeng i-simplify that 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So we will have 2x to the 4th plus c. So therefore, our f of x will be equal to 2x raised to 4 plus c. So ito na po ang ating f of x. Sunod na gagawin, find f of b. Okay? Ang f of b natin ay f of 3. Tama ba? Kasi ito po ang ating b, nasa taas. So therefore, finding f of 3 using this function, so we will have 2 times 3 raised to 4 plus c. So that is equal to 2 times 3 raised to 4 is 81 and then plus c. And that is equal to 2 times 81 is 162 plus c. So ito na po ang ating f of 3. Sunod naman, hanapin naman natin yung f of a. So f of a is equal to f of negative 2. So we will have f of negative 2 is equal to 2 times negative 2 to the fourth plus c. So f of negative 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by negative 2 raised to 4 is positive 16 plus c. So I will have f of negative 2 is equal to 32 plus c. So meron na po tayong value ng f of 3 at saka f of negative 2. So ipagmaminus lang natin siya. So yung 162 plus c minus 32 plus c, cancel si c because c minus c is 0. So we will have 162 minus 32. This will give us, so 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 minus 3 is 3. And we will have 130. So therefore, ang definite integral po natin or yung area ng plane region natin is 130. Okay? Next up is this one. So we will be using the sum and difference rule here since meron tayong given polynomial and then kukunin natin yung antiderivative niya. So applying our rules of integration, so we will have una muna find the antiderivative of 10x raised to 4 plus 4x dx. So ang gagawin natin, paghihiwalayin muna natin. So we will have the integral of 10x raised to 4 dx plus the integral of 4x dx. So pwede po natin siyang gawin na 10x raised to 5 over 5. Okay, applying the general power rule of integration. And then plus 4x raised to 2 kasi 1 po ito, magiging 2. And then lagyan mo ng over 2 and then plus c. So we will have 10 divided by 5 is 2. So meron tayong 2x raised to 5 plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. So meron tayong 2x raised to 2 and then plus c. So again, tama ba? 10 divided by 5 by 2. So we have 2x raised to 5 and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we will have 2x raised to 2 or 2x squared plus c. So our f of x is equal to 2x raised to 5. Okay, 2x raised to 5 plus 2x raised to 2 plus c. Okay, so meron na tayong given function na f of x na malaki. So ang gagawin na lang natin is, hanapin muna natin yung f of b. So ang f of b natin is f of 4. Okay, kung ano po yung nasa taas, f of 4. So now, finding f of 4 is substitute lang natin yung 4 doon sa lahat ng x. So we will have 2, okay, 4 to the 5th plus 2, 4 squared, and then plus c. So medyo mahaba-haba yung solution. So we will have f of 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by 4 raised to 5. So 4 times 4. Okay, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So i-calculate lang natin siya. Yung 4 raised to 5. That is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. This will give us 1,024. Okay, that is 1,024. And then plus 2 multiplied by 16 plus c. So we'll have f of 4 is equal to 1,024 times 2 is 2,048. Okay, 2,048 plus 2 times 16 is 32. Ipa-plus natin siya sa 32. So, meron tayong 2080. Okay? So, meron tayong f of 4 is equal to 2080 plus c. So, ito na po ang ating f of 4. Now, finding f of a. So, ang a natin dito ay negative 1. So, find natin yung f of negative 1. That is equal to 2 times negative 1 to the 5th plus 2 times negative 1 squared plus c. So, okay, box lang natin to para hindi tayo malito. So, ito, negative 1 raised to 5. Since 5 is an odd number, and any negative number na erase natin sa odd number is negative pa rin. So, we will have f of negative 1 is 2 times negative 1 plus 2 times negative 1 squared. So, even number naman siya. So, kahit anong negative na erase mo sa even number, that is always positive. So, positive 1 and plus c. So, therefore, our f of negative 1 is equal to negative 2 plus 2 plus c. Tama ba? And this will give us, okay, this will give us negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So, c na lang ang natira. So ngayon, ipagma-minus natin si 2080 plus C at saka si C. So meron tayong 2080 plus C minus C and then cancel si C, that is equal to 2080. So this is our area of the given curve, which is 10x raised to 4 plus 4x dx. Okay? Next example, we have the integral of 25x raised to 4 dx from 0 up to 2. So, una muna natin is find the integral of 25x raised to 4 dx. 25x raised to 4 dx. Since we have this one, finding its antiderivative, that is equal to 25x raised to 5 over 5 plus c. So we will have 25 over 5 is 5x raised to 5 plus c. So our f of x is equal to 5x raised to 5 plus c. After that, meron na tayong given function, find f of 2. Okay, ito muna nasa taas, f of 2. F of 2 is equal to 5 times 2 to the 5th plus c. F of 2 is equal to 5. 2 to the 5th is 32. Tama ba? 2 to the 5th. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Times 2 is 32. And then plus c. And then 5 times 32. So 5 times 32, we have 160. So f of 2 is equal to 160 plus c. So ngayon, meron na tayong f of 2. Okay, next naman is f of 0. So our f of 0 is 5 multiplied by 0 to the 5th plus c. Okay, so ito naman, f of 0, any number. Okay, na-multiply mo 0 is 0. So that is equal to c na lang. And therefore, if ipagmaminus natin sila, that is equal to 160 plus c minus c, cancel si c, that is equal to 160. So therefore, ito na po yung area of the plane regions. Okay, last example tayo. The integral of 6x squared minus 14x dx from negative 3 up to 5. Okay, first thing, find the antiderivative of the given function. So we will have the integral of 6x raised squared minus 14x dx. So una muna, find the antiderivative of 6x squared dx, and then minus the antiderivative of 14x dx. So actually, this will be equal to 6x raised to 3 over 3 minus 14x squared over 2 and then plus c. So therefore, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So magkakaroon tayo ng 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus c. So therefore, our f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus c. So, ang gagawin na lang natin ay find muna natin si f of 5 since siya po yung nasa pinakamataas. So, we will have 2 times 5 cubed minus 7 times 5 squared plus c. So, that is equal to 2 times 125 minus 7 times 25 plus c. Okay, tama ba? 5 cubed is 125 and 5 squared is 25. So, multiply lang natin. So, 2 times 125, this will give us 250. So, that is 250 minus 7 times 25. This will give us 175 plus c. And 250 minus 175, that is equal to 75. Tama ba? That is equal to 75 plus C. Okay? 250 minus 175, that is equal to 75. Tama. So, ito na po ang ating f of b. So, f of a natin, find natin si f of negative 3. That is equal to 2 times negative 3 cubed, and then minus 7 times negative 3 squared plus c. This is equal to 2 multiplied by negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 is negative 27. Okay, that is negative 27. And then minus 7 multiplied by negative 3 squared is positive 9. Okay, and then plus c. So we will have negative 27. Okay, times 2 is negative 54 minus 7 times 9 is 63. So negative 54 minus 63, this will give us negative 117. So we will have negative 117 plus C. So ito na po ang ating ito na po yung ating f of a. So ipagma-minus lang natin siya. So ngayon meron tayong 75 plus C and then minus negative 117 plus C. Okay. So since ito muna tingnan nyo, minus tapos negative siya. So i-multiply muna natin siya. So mag-iiba na tayo ng operation kasi negative times negative is positive. So mangyayari magkakaroon tayo ng 75 plus C plus 117 plus C. Minus C pa rin pala. Okay? Bakit minus C? Kasi po ay na-distribute po ang ating negative. Again. So, meron po tayong, ayan, tandaan nyo to. Minus tapos negative po. So, mangyayari, i-distribute natin si negative dito sa loob. So, negative times negative 117 is positive 117. And negative times positive C is negative C. C minus C is 0. Okay, cancel na siya. And then 75 plus 117, ano kaya ang sagot? 75 plus 117, this will give us 192. So therefore, 192 po ang area ng plane region ng 6x squared minus 14x dx from negative 3 up to 5. So that's the end of our presentation at nawa ay minatunan kayo sa ating last topic ng basic calculus, which is called the fundamental theorem of the fundamental theorem of calculus. So ang ginagawa lang sa fundamental theorem of calculus, kukunin lang natin na yung antiderivative ng given function and saka natin isa-substitute ang value ng a at saka value ng b, tapos saka natin ipagma-minus yung dalawa para malaman natin yung area ng isang plane region. And that's all. Thank you for listening and God bless. My name is Sir Ala and lagi kayong mag-iingat kahit saan man tayo magpunta. So, God bless. See you again sa susunod na ating online lecture in any subject, basta math. Okay? So, dito na po nagtatapos ang ating online lecture sa basic calculus at nawa ay isaisip nyo lahat ng mga natutunan nyo from week 1 hanggang week 13. Mag-iingat palagi and bye-bye! Ang daming dadani, sir. Okay? So, thank you everyone.